1450. I'm Adam Stark alongside Eric Pedigo and Mark Graham. Thanks for tuning in. Get those calls in, 529-1450. We got about 15 minutes left in the show, so get those calls in before we run out of time, and then we have to pick our studs, duds, and sleepers for the week. 529-1450 is the phone number. Good morning. You're on Fantasy Football 101.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing great. Great.
Hey, I had a kind of a bad quarterback draft, and I need your help. Should I start Sage Rosenfels or Kyle Bowler?
Wow, you did have a bad.
You do have problems. It's neither one of them.
Sorry, that's probably not what you wanted to hear. Well,
Bowler's out for the season.
Bowler's out for the season, yeah, and Rosenfels isn't starting just yet.
Wow.
Bowler's out for the season?
Bowler's out for the season with a shoulder injury, yes.
Oh, my God.
And Rosenfels is backing up Matt Schaub. So, yeah, you better look at that waiver wire, buddy.
Is JT O'Sullivan available? Pick up JT O'Sullivan.
I think, JT O'Sullivan. Okay, I'll check him out.
Check him, and a lot of leagues, for whatever reason, a lot of leagues haven't drafted Pennington from...
that's a good call. That's a good call.
Okay, maybe I'll look at Pennington, too. Yeah. Okay, thanks for your help.
Thank you. 529-1450 is the phone number. Yeah, he's going to have to get on that waiver wire fast.
Yes. It's a scary situation.
529-1450. Good morning. You're on Fantasy Football 101.
Yeah, I got a problem here with my draft. I drafted 3 running backs, and I dropped Maurice Morris and Rashard Mendenhall. Now I have Julius Jones, Ahmad Bradshaw, and I believe the other guy is Fargus.
All right.
Which one do you think I should start?
Can you turn your radio down, please, a little bit?
Yeah.
Thank you.
My Bradshaw's game is over, and he didn't even get a touch, I don't think. So
dropping Maurice Morris may have been a mistake because he's going to, last I heard, he's going to start over Julius Jones. Both of them will get about 50% of the carries, but Morris might have won. I know they're on the same team, but yeah, I don't know about Ahmad Bradshaw.
Is Fargus going to be the starter over McFadden, at least early on?
I'm not sure. I actually haven't heard about that. Everything I've heard is said it's going to be somewhat of a timeshare over there. They also like Michael Bush.
Yeah,
a lot.
Bush will get a lot of the goal line stuff, but I see McFadden about week 3 or week 4 getting a stranglehold on that job. Yeah.
And your other back was Mendenhall, right? Well, that was what I was going to bring up to you guys. You know, how soon do you play Mendenhall? They said he has some fumble-rooskies in the preseason, but
You don't play Mendenhall. Right now, I think Willie Parker's going to get just the majority of the carries right now because Mendenhall can't hold on to the ball, and they're surely not going to give him the ball in goal line situations and a risk of him turning it over to the other team when they're about to punch one in. So I think Mendenhall is going to be scarcely used to start things off.
That was the original plan, to have him goal line, but there's no way you can do that now. Nope. Now he's going to return kickoffs and punts from what I've heard, and that's going to be...
Which is dangerous enough.
Oh, it is. It is. He's going to have to prove himself before he gets some decent carries.
We're all rooting for him, but...
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say you're going to have to...
Nah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'd say you have to start... Fargus is going to have to be one of your running back starters just because he's going to get some touches because the Raiders have no one else to go to.
It's got to be Fargus and Julius Jones, right? I mean, that's your only option, isn't it?
Yep. It really is. He's got no other choice because Bradshaw's team's already been done, yeah.
And go back and get Mo Morris, all right?
Not a bad idea.
Who would you start quarterback, McNabb or Rodgers in week 1?
Well, I'll tell you what.
I'd go McNabb because the Rams are brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not that I don't like Rodgers. I like Rodgers against Minnesota, but, it's...
Minnesota's got one of the best defenses in the league.
That's
and the
one
Rams,
of the best run defenses in the league.
The Rams are bad.
With Jared Allen now, with Jared Allen now, the pass defense will probably improve too.
Yeah, it'll bump up a little. You're right.
The Rams are bad.
McNabb's the play there.
McNabb all the way. Yep. Someone in our league too, Mark, is starting Rashard Mendenhall at their flex. Yes.
No surprise.
But he's an Illini homer, so there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks for the call. 529-1450 is the phone number. You're listening to Fantasy Football 101 on Sports Radio 1450. Let's take another phone call. Good morning. You're on Fantasy Football 101.
Hey, how you guys doing this morning?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm in an 8-man league, and for my running backs, I got Adai, Portis, Lewis.
I was going to say, you're probably stacked with an 8-man league.
Yeah, Ronnie Brown. But my problem is I got a little concerned with Adai because I was reading that he's now going to split time with Dominic Rhodes.
I read that too. Yep, that is scary.
And my receiving core, I got both the guys from Arizona and Steve Smith, and that's about it. Would you think about trading Adai for a receiver and worrying about the 50-50, or do you think he's going to do it?
I wouldn't trade Adai, and I'm not buying into this 50-50 with
Dominic Rhodes.
Yeah, I'm not buying that at all. I don't think that's going to end up happening. So no, I wouldn't trade Adai. You have both Arizona receivers.
Yeah.
Play them both this week.
Yeah, I got them. I'm playing them both.
Well, you
this
have
week.
to. So
Yeah.
Out. Yeah, it's your only option. With the depth you have at running back, though, if those are your only receivers, are the two Arizona guys?
Two Arizona guys, Steve Smith, Gonzalez from Colts, Dwayne Bowe, and Deshaun Jackson.
I think you're plenty deep at receiver. I don't think you need to let go any of those running backs.
You're doing good. Your receiving depth is just fine.
And don't forget that Dominic Rhodes last year, when he wasn't in Indy, was largely ineffective. So he may come back this year to Indy. Yeah.
Oakland's a mess.
Well, yeah, but they were the fifth best run team in the league last year. They ran the ball better than almost everybody in the league, and he was largely a non-factor. I don't know if he comes back to Indy in the same form he was in 2006. I still think Adai is a really, really good play. Still a top 5 back.
You've got a couple real nice late receivers in Deshaun Jackson and Dwayne Bowe. I tell you what, you're going to like that down the road.
Well, would you start, because we start 3 receivers, I started both Bold and Fitzgerald. Now, my dilemma is it Gonzalez or Dwayne Bowe. Because Bowe's going against New England, Gonzalez going against the Bears.
Deshaun Jackson.
I agree.
Oh, start Deshaun Jackson?
Yeah, because the starting receivers, Curtis is out, Ronnie Brown's not going to play, Deshaun Jackson is going to be the main play in that game. He'd be a great play for you as a third receiver.
That's right.
I appreciate it, guys.
Good luck to you.
No problem. Thanks for the phone call. 529-1450 is the phone number. Let's take a couple more and then get to our studs, duds, and sleepers for the week. 529-1450, good morning. You're on Fantasy Football 101.
Hey, guys, 2 quick position questions. Bolger or Derek Anderson at quarterback, and then as my second running back, do I go Maroney or Ernest Graham this week? I'll hang up and listen. Thanks,
I
guys.
love Maroney this week. I absolutely love Maroney with New England as a play this week.
Yeah, I think you have to go with Maroney for sure. The other one's tough because we talked a little bit about Derek Anderson earlier. He is a little bit banged up, but I mean, Boulder's playing the Eagles defense and
coming off the worst season of his life.
And Boulder's just not that good anymore.
I'd go Anderson.
I'm afraid Bolger's getting gun shy. That offensive line's still not back to where it was a few years ago, and I don't think he sees someone coming and he's running and ducking for his life. Yeah, I think you have to go with Anderson.
But again, Cleveland's playing Dallas. I mean, that's
not an easy draw.
That's a tough call for that caller, but we appreciate it. 529-1450 is the phone number. Let's take one more call and get to our studs, duds, and sleepers for the week. You're on Fantasy Football 101. Good morning.
To me?
That's you.
Oh, okay. Hey, guys, I got a pretty good team my starting lineup, so I'm going to do a trade, I think, but it'll just be off my bench. But how about I got Lee Evans, and a guy wants to trade Michael Turner straight up?
Do it.
Absolutely.
Do it.
Do it now. Hang up the phone and call him right now.
Do it before he changes his mind.
Okay.
Love that. Love that trade.
Yeah.